Up top, up top, down low. Check this out.
What?
It's the 31 for the 31, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. No bullshit.
No bullshit.
A lot of homies. We kissed a lot of dead skin for this shit. All right? No, homie. Give me 31, B-Dog. Please. We kissed a lot of dead skin for this. We buried a lot of for this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of homies behind the wall for this shit. That might die there. That's never going to do what we doing right now.
Hello?
Never see their family. Never see their kids. Never get the east side, the homies like this. None of this shit.
The G-Shyne Bloods, also known as Gangster Killer Bloods, have long been one of the most influential and widespread blood sets to emerge from the East Coast. Originating in New York City in the early 1990s, G-Shyne quickly expanded beyond prison walls into communities across the Northeast and beyond, establishing a stronghold in states like New Jersey, Delaware, Georgia, and the Carolinas. Known for their structured leadership and connections to the larger United Blood Nation, UBN, G-Shyne has been at the center of numerous violent crimes, including murder, drug trafficking, and racketeering. Over the years, law enforcement has launched several large-scale operations, such as Operation Capital City, Operation Lights Out, Operation Golden State, and Operation Shine Down, targeting the gang's leadership and dismantling its drug and weapons networks. These investigations revealed just how embedded G-Shyne has become in the criminal underworld, with its influence stretching across state lines and its members often coordinating violent attacks, trafficking operations, and organized crime activities across multiple jurisdictions.
What's up, man? What's up?
Y'all pissed. Y'all know what it is. East to west. Y'all already know, man. We in the streets, man.
Where you at, Killer?
You know what? I got about 300 people. You dead, son. Just look at Sean Quell, you heard? I got the Quell behind me, you heard? Ooh, GKB, Icy, you heard?
The G-Shyne Bloods, also known simply as G-Shyne, is one of the original blood sets established on the East Coast, specifically in New York City during the early 1990s. Emerging from the Rikers Island prison system as part of the United Blood Nation, UBN, G-Shyne was founded to combat the dominance of rival prison gangs like the Latin Kings and Netas, offering protection and unity for African American inmates. Among its earliest and most influential leaders were Corey King, Pimp, and OG Shaquille, who helped organize and expand the set beyond prison walls into neighborhoods across the Bronx and Brooklyn.
Now, hold on for a minute. I gotta put this on here. I don't really get myself on camera for Shine Entertainment, but I told her this is an official exclusive. You feel me? OG, Pitty Black, whole Shine. You feel me? Get them bottles on deck, man. Let's go, man. G right there, pimpin'. Manager now, managing.
All black everything, still G code, yo.
You already know, managing the music now, killing y'all.
Beat start here.
They spit number, high fire.
It's already know it's Tired in Entertainment. Shots the Shooter, Swego, Uncle Paulie, Asses. You know what it is. We here now.
Attorney General Paula T., Dow and Mercer County Prosecutor Joseph L. Bocchini Jr. announced that 14 Trenton residents have been charged with first-degree racketeering as alleged members of the Gangster Killer Bloods, also known as the G-Shyne set of the Blood Street Gang. The investigation led to the indictment of Bernard Green, also known as Petey Black, a 28-year-old alleged five-star general in G-Shyne, who is accused of directing the gang's violent and narcotics-related operations. Green is charged with 3 deletions, including the tragic August 2005 shooting of 22-year-old Cherie Voorhees, who was struck by a stray bullet while sitting on her porch. Authorities say the shooting was part of escalating violence between the Gangster Killer Bloods and rival blood sets, the 9 Trey Gangsters, and Sex Money Murder. Green and co-defendant Keith Drew Parker allegedly targeted a vehicle, they believe carried 9-Tray member Joseph Hellrell James. Instead, they shot Michael Cadlett, the actual driver, and fatally wounded Voorhees. Green faces numerous charges, including leading a criminal enterprise, narcotics trafficking, weapons offenses, and conspiracy to commit. He is also accused, along with Richard Bandana Jenkins, of the June 2005 deletion of Otis Jones, allegedly killed after disrespecting the gang while trying to recover a stolen gold necklace. Further charges allege Green, Anthony Ace Coleman, and Curtis Lil Kirk Hawkins participated in the deletion of Kareem Washington, a 9-Tray member, on the same day as the Voorhees shooting. A rival gang member, Robert Snoop Christie, allegedly retaliated by firing at a G-Shyne member's home and making threats against Green. Additional charges include conspiracy to deletion members of the 9-Tray Gangsters and the Crips, drive-by shootings, and the July 23, 2005 shooting of Rochelle Solomon, who was wounded in the chest. Authorities have charged 32 individuals, including alleged members of the Long Branch-based G-Shyne set of the Blood Street Gang, in a sweeping drug and racketeering case following a spike in gang-related shootings across 3 Monmouth County towns. According to prosecutor Christopher J. Gramiccioni, the goal was to identify those fueling the violence and dismantle the criminal infrastructure behind it. The operation led to the arrest of 29 suspects on charges including racketeering, drug trafficking, and firearms offenses. Investigators uncovered a drug distribution network allegedly run by the gang, moving 150 to 200 grams of drugs weekly, with a street value of approximately $225,000, as well as around 250 packets of H per week valued at $22,500. As part of the operation, law enforcement seized various drugs, 2 semi-automatic handguns, $14,000 in cash, and 3 vehicles. An 8-month investigation into organized gang activity and street crime has resulted in charges against 29 individuals from Monmouth and Ocean counties. Announced by prosecutor Christopher J. Gramiccioni, the charges include racketeering, conspiracy, attempted deletion, drug and weapons trafficking, and dogfighting. The probe, dubbed Operation Golden State, uncovered a violent power grab by a Bloods gang leader aimed at consolidating control over criminal operations through intimidation, drug trafficking, and brutal animal cruelty. During the investigation, law enforcement seized multiple firearms, narcotics, a vehicle linked to criminal activity, and 12 dogs used in an illegal dogfighting ring. The dogs were rescued and are now being cared for in an Ocean County shelter. Of the 29 suspects, 9 face racketeering charges, 5 are charged with conspiracy to commit deletion, and others face dogfighting-related offenses. Authorities identified Xavier Reed, 30, of Jackson Township, as the ringleader. Known as HS, Reed is a high-ranking member of the G-Shyne Bloods and allegedly formed a criminal alliance that included members of the Grape Street Crips and 4-7 neighborhood Crips. This coalition aimed to dominate drug and weapons trafficking across Asbury Park, Neptune Township, Freehold, and Lakewood. Reed, who is currently jailed in Essex County on unrelated gun charges, also oversaw a dogfighting ring that funded gang operations. Investigators say Reed enforced control through violence and threats, targeting those who opposed him, including rival gang members and even other G-Shyne factions. He allegedly conspired to delete individuals who resisted his authority, including a member of a Lakewood G-Shyne set. Reed reportedly referred to his multi-gang alliance as Golden State and vowed to retaliate against anyone who challenged their power. The gang's violent activities included more than a dozen shootings across several towns, including Tinton Falls, Keansburg, and Long Branch. Reed and his associates, including Dacian Smith, aka Beefy of Asbury Park, were also tied to numerous acts of violence in Freehold Borough and Neptune Township. The dogfighting operation extended beyond state lines, with Reed coordinating with out-of-state breeders and participating in interstate fights. In one case, he lost $5,000 in a Philadelphia match. Reed was known to feed his dogs chickens and rabbits, boasting about their aggression and lethal capability. In February 2020, the Monmouth County SPCA seized 8 pit bull-type dogs, believed to be owned by Reed, that had been left outside in freezing temperatures. Operation Golden State is the result of extensive collaboration between federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies. On Wednesday, July 31, 2024, authorities executed 120 arrest warrants targeting 24 individuals as part of Operation Shine Down, a large-scale investigation focused on dismantling the G-Shyne Bloods, criminal street gang operating in Crisp County, Georgia. Investigators used intelligence gathering and undercover operations to identify the gang's leadership structure and disrupt their involvement in drug trafficking and violent crimes in the Cordele area. A targeted investigation into a violent drug operation in Trenton has resulted in the arrest of 7 individuals, including 2 suspects now facing attempted deletion charges. The investigation, dubbed Operation Family Affair, was led by the New Jersey State Police and the Division of Criminal Justice. Authorities say the operation successfully dismantled a H distribution network believed to be responsible for trafficking large quantities of the drug in the area. According to the New Jersey Attorney General's office, the drug ring was allegedly led by Mark Fletcher and his cousin, Davin Fletcher, both reputed members of the Gangster Killer Bloods, also known as the G-Shyne set of the Blood Street Gang. Mark Fletcher and one of his alleged subordinates, Keith Jernigan, are facing attempted deletion charges stemming from a September 20, 2013 shooting. Investigators allege that Jernigan shot a rival gang member under direct orders from Fletcher as part of the gang's violent efforts to control the local drug trade. Joint investigation involving the Dover Police Department, Delaware State Police, and multiple state and federal agencies has led to the arrests of more than 50 individuals, most of whom are alleged gang members. The operation, known as Operation Rise-N-Shyne, also resulted in the seizure of nearly 30 firearms and 5 types of illegal drugs. Authorities soon uncovered a major drug pipeline supplying large quantities of X from Atlanta to Delaware's Kent County. According to Dover Police Chief Thomas Johnson, the main supplier was identified as Marquise Mack, a member of the Mob Piru set of the Blood Street Gang, who has since been arrested. The probe expanded to include other gangs active in the region, including the G-Shyne Bloods, Sex Money Murder Bloods, and the 4-8 Gang. Chief Johnson explained that the operation's name, Rise-N-Shyne, stemmed from the involvement of a Dover-based G-Shyne set. Over the 5-month investigation, authorities disrupted 4 separate local street gangs and supported indictments for 39 individuals. Operation Rise-N-Shyne spans 6 states: Delaware, Maryland, Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia. In total, law enforcement seized 28 firearms, more than $22,000 in drug proceeds, and significant quantities of narcotics. From its roots in Rikers Island to its entrenchment in communities across the East Coast and the South, the G-Shyne Bloods have grown into a major force in organized gang activity. While multiple law enforcement operations have led to dozens of indictments and the arrests of high-ranking members, including those involved in homicides, drug empires, and racketeering, the gang's ability to adapt and reorganize continues to pose a serious threat to public safety. These indictments highlight the importance of collaboration between federal, state, and local agencies in tackling gang-related violence. As G-Shyne's reach continues to evolve, so too must the strategies aimed at stopping them. The fight against gangs like G-Shyne is far from over, but every arrest, every indictment, and every operation brings communities one step closer to peace and justice.